around 3 decades, this has been Dr. Mahantesh's passion to create an inclusive society where people with disabilities become contributing members living with dignity and respect. His mission to empower visually impaired, disabled and underprivileged people through developmental initiatives focusing on educational, social, economic, cultural and technological aspects has touched the lives of more than 5 lakh beneficiaries since 1997. Today, Samarthanam is a CRISIL-rated organization certified as having strong delivery capability and high financial proficiency. It has spread its operations across 19 cities and 11 states. It has a special consultative status with the United Nations under the UN Economic and Social Council. And it all started with 2 visually impaired individuals, Mr. S.P. Nagesh and Dr. Mahantesh GK, and their vision to change the dynamics for people with disabilities in India.
If I look back, when we started in 1997, the thoughts were exactly like the way you see the children behind. Me, Nagesh, used to sit like this 40 years ago in a school. And those days, facilities, opportunities were very, very, very minimum. As we started growing up, going to college, university, I realized I was very lucky, I was very fortunate. And this fortune should not just stay with me. Every child like me deserves the opportunity, the encouragement and facilities. And we should create that accessible opportunities to go to college, to universities. With this aspirations in mind, in 1997, 26th February, we started Samarthanam with 3 students.
Samarthanam began with a strong conviction that education is the key to empowerment. Over the last 3 decades or so, the Trust has rapidly developed a wide array of programs that provide inclusive, accessible and diverse learning opportunities for students across all backgrounds, at all levels of education, and for a wide spectrum of disabilities. The programs begin right from primary education, with more than 300 students currently receiving foundational learning. For slightly older children, the Samarthanam High School in Pulimavu in Bengaluru has 100 students pursuing secondary education. Then there is a specialized school where currently 50 speech and hearing impaired students are being provided with education tailor-made for their needs. There are also 200 students with intellectual disabilities across Bengaluru, Mysuru and Belagavi, gaining hands-on skills in crafts, computing and self-sufficiency. Beyond conventional schooling and skill development, the education programs have become holistic, comprehensive approach that also ensure nutrition and hygiene and eventually student retention. The Vidya Prasad midday meal program provides students with nutritious meals, with more than 7,500 meals being given out every single day. Along with nutrition, Samarthanam is equally committed to creating a safe and healthy environment through its water, sanitation and hygiene initiatives that address critical hygiene gaps and allows students to focus on their education. This year alone, Samarthanam has renovated washrooms in more than 100 schools and constructed more than 50 new sanitation facilities. And in an initiative that is now gaining momentum, the Trust has distributed 15,000 menstrual hygiene management kits to promote menstrual health awareness just in the last 1 year. It has also provided more than 3,000 nutrition kits to support the well-being of the children in schools. Samarthanam is also driving curiosity, innovation and 21st century skills through the Innovation Tinker Labs and STEM Learning Project. The Innovation Tinker Lab has seen around 110 labs installed in schools around India, including government schools in some of India's remotest reaches. The STEM Learning Mini Science Project was set up 4 years ago to foster scientific curiosity and hands-on learning by simplifying STEM concepts. But the program that is truly breaking barriers when it comes to Samarthanam's many initiatives in the field of education is the higher education program. One of the Trust's most successful programs, the Promoting Higher Education for Students with Disabilities in India initiative, is transforming lives by dismantling barriers to quality education. Challenges like poverty, inaccessible infrastructure, and societal biases, especially for girls with disabilities, limit opportunities. This initiative ensures that students have access to reputable institutions, quality education, and competitive job markets. Suhas was one such student.
Before coming here, I had a difficulty in walking because of a congenital malformation. That because I can't walk properly on my feet, sir. That made me difficult in going to school and all. By seeing that, my uncle brought me here and joined me in Samarthanam.
While Suhas was given financial aid, the support given to each student takes on different forms as per specific circumstances and needs. From food, hostel assistance, and study material to competitive exam coaching, including for IAS, NEET, CET, and CA aspirants.
So after coming Samarthanam, they provided shelter and daily food and books to read. And from that, I completed my primary school in HSR layout. And after that, I studied high school in Hulimau, where Samarthanam provides both the primary and high school education. From that, I thought to become a doctor, so I studied for NEET exam, and I cleared and get into a medical college.
This initiative proves that empowering individuals creates a ripple effect, transforming communities. When barriers fall, abilities shine. The numbers speak for the success of this program, with more than 8,000 students in 850 plus colleges and 100 plus universities across India just in the last year.
Like from the inception, we wanted everyone who comes to Samarthanam should become employable and should get employment. So, and education and the training should get focused towards getting these jobs. Just education is not enough, because we have to study the needs of industries, the job market, and provide those skills depending on the interest of the students and the trainees who come to us, and match the needs and provide the required skill sets so that they comfortably get jobs. So I feel skilling plays a very, very important role, bridging the gap between education and employment.
The Samarthanam Trust's Livelihood Resource Centre, or LRC, empowers people with disabilities, women and underprivileged youth through employment-linked skill development. It is a comprehensive approach that begins with training an individual and then goes on to placing them through job fairs and corporate partnerships, exposure visits for community engagement, and certification from recognized employability programs. Today, operating 17 centers across India, LRC has trained more than 45,000 individuals with a 72% placement rate across diverse industries, from BPO and retail to IT and e-commerce. Kiran heard about Samarthanam Trust and its focus on job opportunities for people with disabilities shortly after completing his graduation. He attended the 3-month skilling program, which changed his life forever.
Before coming to Samarthanam, I was not able to speak even single word in English. After joining Samarthanam, this skilling training helped me to communicate with everyone. So I thank Samarthanam for giving me an opportunity to work as a IT trainer. We always believe in ability rather than disability. So always try to come out from your home, wherever you are. There is an opportunity like Samarthanam. You can get a skill training and you can become an independent like me. I am the real example.
At the heart of the LRC is the understanding that a one-size-fits-all approach will not work. The training has to be customized to the competency and ability of the individual as well as the requirement of the industry. The training lasts anywhere from 3 to 6 months with industry-aligned courses, digital learning platforms and assistive technology for inclusive skill building. And then there is placement and post-placement support.
So before coming to the Samarthanam, I completed my education for 3 years as I come to know that I have the eye issues and I'm not able to read. I want to take the help of audio recording or just volunteers to write my exams. So I didn't have the confidence to go further and to do something in my life. So I found Samarthanam by some of my mentors. So I visited here. So I took 3 months residential training in Samarthanam, which included basic computer knowledge, which was with a JAWS and NVDA. So after the completion of 3 months, I also placed in Samarthanam BPO itself.
But Samarthanam is supporting women in more ways than just education and employment linked skill training. The Trust's Rehabilitation program helps women in distress, including widows, women with disabilities, those who are economically backward, and those who have borne abuse and trauma. After the break, we see how Samarthanam Trust has transformed cricket for the blind in India. In around 3 decades, Samarthanam Trust for the Disabled has gone from being an organization that creates education and livelihood opportunities for those with disabilities to an organization that works across many underserved communities, solving for broader social, economic, and environmental issues. Samarthanam's Parisara initiative promotes waste management, conservation, and community awareness, and has earned recognition as a finalist at the World Smart City Awards 2022. One of the biggest achievements of Parisara has been the planting of more than 50,000 saplings last year. Along with environment protection, another core value for Samarthanam Trust is the use of technology. Recognizing the transformative potential of assistive technology in fostering inclusivity and enabling equitable access to education and opportunities, one of Samarthanam's most pioneering initiatives till date is the Assistive Technology Accelerator or ATA Labs.
Technology is the biggest enabler. Technology makes things easy for non-disabled, but it makes things possible for people with disability. So we train our students and trainees to use technology extensively so that they can become independent and become employable and become taxpayers of the country. Samarthanam wants every person with disability to become taxpayers. They should not become a burden. They should become assets to the country.
The ATA Labs operates at the intersection of technological innovation and user-centric design. ATA Labs has helped modernize over 40 special schools and 5 universities with state-of-the-art assistive technologies that include smart boards, individual AT devices, customized to the needs of students with different disabilities, and other digital learning resources. Beyond infrastructure modernization, ATA Labs champion emerging assistive technology startups offering mentorship, resources, and platforms like their annual national level conclaves to showcase their innovations. This support ensures that cutting-edge AT solutions that are effective, affordable, and accessible reach the last mile and can be used by individuals with disabilities across diverse demographics. ATA Labs has worked in collaboration with multiple partners to amplify its impact. Several of these collaborations have resulted in the conversion of classroom textbooks and academic material into sign language video format. At Samarthanam, empowerment goes beyond education, employment, and technology. At Samarthanam, there is another very powerful catalyst at play, and that is sports. Cricket is a passion in India, But for many, the dream of playing this beloved sport seemed impossible. Until Samarthanam Trust for the Disabled stepped in with the strong belief that when visually challenged cricket players step on the field, they leave their disabilities behind. The Cricket Association for the Blind in India, or CABI, the sports arm of the Samarthanam Trust, was established in 2010. Affiliated to World Blind Cricket Limited, it is the apex body for conducting cricket for the blind in India. For the last 15 years, CABI and Samarthanam Trust have transformed the sport, creating opportunities where there were absolutely none. Apart from mentoring the cricketers, CABI organizes tournaments at district, state, zonal, national and international levels. Local talent is spotted through regional tournaments. CABI then organizes coaching camps with coaches, trainers, physiotherapists and other professionals to groom the players and transform them into professional sportspersons. And the impact has been undeniable. India is the only country to have won tournaments across all formats of blind cricket. That includes 5 World Cup titles and innumerable bilateral series victories. Former captain Shekhar Naik is a Padma Shri awardee, while another former captain Ajay Kumar Reddy is the first blind cricketer ever to receive the Arjuna Award, a recognition of the growing status and popularity of the game in India. And now, another historic milestone. The Cricket Association for the Blind in India is set to make history by organizing the first ever Women's T20 Blind Cricket World Cup in November 2025.
ಈ ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ ಆಡ್ತಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದನೇ ಅವ್ರ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಲೀಡ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು. ನಾನಿವಾಗ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟು ಮುಂಬೈ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾಯಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸಹ ಅಷ್ಟೇ, ಅಂದರೆ ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್ಗೆ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಬ್ಲೈಂಡ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ಲಿ ಏಬಲ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ ಅವರಿಗೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಅಂದರೆ ನಮಗೊಂಥರ ಪ್ರೌಡ್ ಅನಿಸುತ್ತೆ, ನಾನು ಕಂಟ್ರಿನ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಸಿಪೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಅದು ವೆರಿ ಪ್ರೌಡ್ ಅನಿಸುತ್ತೆ ನನಗೆ.
And that is the kind of empowerment that Samarthanam Trust is also bringing through its Arts and Culture Division, Sunadha. Since its inception in 1999, Sunadha has performed across 3 continents, delivering over 3,800 performances that have touched hearts and won accolades. One of the most recent performances was on a very prestigious stage, in fact the biggest sporting stage of them all, the 2024 Paris Paralympics. They also performed before an audience of 500 international delegates at the UNESCO Conference on Disability, Sport and Work. Building on the success of Sunadha, the Samarthanam Institute of Music and Performing Arts, SIMPA, was established in 2024, marking a new milestone in arts education. Its structured academic programs provide aspiring artists with world-class training and opportunities for professional growth. The Samarthanam Arts Centre has been envisioned as an inclusive space for creativity and expression. It is a barrier-free, disabled-friendly performing arts and therapy space. What began as a small organization focused on empowering individuals with visual impairments has today blossomed into a comprehensive nationwide entity serving diverse disability groups and underserved communities. With around 3 decades of dedicated service, 19 centers across 11 states of the country, and initiatives that range from education to sports and arts to the environment, Samarthanam is constantly broadening its scope to create maximum impact and empowerment towards fostering a more inclusive society. Its mission for the next 5 years is to touch at least 10 lakh lives by 2030.
Hi everybody, I'm very happy to have you all this afternoon. I'm here to make few major announcements which Samarthanam is embarking on. First is we are launching Samarthanam Sisters, a beautiful voices of Samarthanam, two amazing singers, that is Anusha and Vasundhara. Sometimes this year we will be launching this. Another most important announcement that you all will be very happy to know that we have started working on creating our own, first of its kind, inclusive international cricket and multipurpose, completely accessible sports facility. This is going to be in Bangalore rural between Doddaballapur and Nelmangla. This groundbreaking should also happen before the end of this financial year. Another very proud moment for all of us. Like we did many firsts, we are hosting the first T20 Women World Cup Cricket for the Blind from 11th November 2025 to 25 November 2025. 6 countries would be participating. It's going to be another historical event. I appeal all corporates, brand houses, governments and philanthropists, please join hands and help us organize the first ever Women T20 World Cup for the Blind in a very grand manner, and also extend your generosity and help us to build first of its kind international inclusive and accessible cricket and multipurpose sports complex, and also help us promote and support Samarthanam Sisters. I invite every one of you to join Samarthanam in its grand vision of inclusion. Let's join together and make India a better world for people with disability to live. I request corporates, governments, philanthropists, education institutions and everybody to help us impact and touch 10 lakh lives by 2030 and make a better India.